So Craig, 32-6 victory over Wales. Thoughts on the game?
Thoughts on the game? Stop-start, very stop-start. One a few challenging decisions, but something. The positive thing about that is it made it a tough game, and it challenged the girls mentally. And going into World Cup, it's all about challenge. So really pleased.
And how does it compare to the game against Wales last season?
It's hard to compare it. It was a fast, free-flowing game, which suited us last time. It wasn't today. Very stop-start. But something. What it did is it challenged us, whereas without being disrespectful at times, last year didn't challenge us. And the one thing we will come away with today is it answered questions about 1 and 2 individuals. The likes of Olivia Wood, who I thought was tremendous. She remained calm throughout the game, and no matter how much we got penalised, how much we had to defend, she kept turning up. And to be honest, that was throughout the squad. So it answered some really delicate questions that, as a coach, you want answering.
And you touched on Olivia there, talk through the other debutants as well. Caroline, how did she go?
Yeah, Caroline, not as many chances as what she got. I thought she was really unlucky at the end when she actually scored a try, allegedly scored a try. She was convinced she got over the line. Then there's another opportunity with a forward pass. But listen, I thought she had a really good debut under difficult circumstances. Really pleased with her. She's a big, strong athlete.
And Zoe Harris, how did she go?
Tremendous, fantastic. After a really nervous captain's run yesterday, you're a little bit worried for her, but I thought she was really good today. Zoe's class, and the thing about Zoe is she's that laid back that I should always know nothing will faze her, and I thought she looked really dangerous. I go back a few years, when I looked at the squad and I thought, right, we've only got 1 pivot. Now we've got 4 quality pivots, and I really feel as though I can trust them all. And Zoe, absolutely massive tick in the box for her today.
And then someone who wasn't on debut but just come back from a pretty long injury, Danny Anderson. How did you think she went?
Fantastic. Again, there's so many positive things to take out of this, and the World Cup being put back a year was a bit of a punch in the gut for a lot of reasons, but the fact that it gave Danny a chance to rehab and come back, that's probably the most pleasing thing I'll take away from this weekend, because she's an absolutely fantastic individual and a fantastic player. And again, just like the rest of the pack, I thought she was really solid today. We need to be smarter. At times we need to be a lot smarter, but at the same time we were solid and we were very hard working.
And any other standout performance for yourself?
Yeah, it's hard to say until I sit down and watch it. But I just thought it was a good team performance. It probably isn't about picking out 1 and 2 individuals. In terms of team and effort, great. In terms of being smarter, that's what we need to learn to be. We need to be smarter. We stripped them quite a few times on an edge, and then for a long period of the game we went away from it. So they're the questions that need to be answered. Are we just trying to be tough and play teams down the middle? I don't know. If we are, we need to lose that and just be smart.
And how does that set you up for France next week?
Yeah, perfectly. We lost a couple of players at last minute, so it's great because at least 1 of the 2, if not the 2, will come back into the squad. There's 3 or 4 players that we kind of rested today, thinking France in mind, so we'll make a load of changes, and I think we've got really something positive to build on. The thing about Wales last year is when we were reviewing it, you're reviewing a lot of good stuff and wanting to improve in areas. Today, I think some of them areas are still screaming out to us, and we'll work really hard in camp to get that right.
And Courtney and Kira obviously had to drop out of the squad late this week. Will we see them come into the squad potential next week?
Yeah, top of my head now, at least one of them will come in, but I am desperate to get them both in. So, at least one will play, if not 2.
And how important is it that the fans get out and support the England women next week at Howard John Stadium?
Oh, 100%. One of the things that you take away from today, it wasn't the biggest crowd in the world, but they were loud. They got behind Wales, they cheered everything on, and that's the lift that we need from England, because it's going to be a tough battle. So we just need the fans to get there early. We need them to get out and buy tickets if they haven't, and just get there and just get behind the girls. I promise you, we won't let you down.
Brilliant, and good luck next week.
Cheers, thank you very much.